Alright guys, here we are on our descent into Paris. This is segment 5 of my little IniBuilds A300-600 series. If you haven't watched the others, please do. I am a retired American Airlines captain, 36 years with American Airlines. I have 5,000 hours in this. Last time I flew it was 1997. I flew it from 1988 to 1992, went over to the MD-11 for a few years, then came back to this for 1997. Flew it a lot to London before I upgraded to captain on the Super 80. Flew the 76, 75, 777, and the 73 as well. Air Force before that. Anyway, this is my 5th video, part 5 of my initial foray into the IniBuilds A300-600. If you fly the A300 A0310, which is a free IniBuilds build on Microsoft Flight Simulator, very similar. This we actually got our type rating in the A310. We're descending into 4,000 feet with the speed brakes out. We're going to come in and do the ILS. First segment was orientation. Second, the pre-flight. And it's story time with Father Time. I've been telling stories about this bad boy for the 5-6 series. The third part was start, taxi, takeoff. Fourth part was I did another takeoff to a departure and briefed the star, and the arrival, programmed the box, made our descent, and now we're proceeding direct to basically the final approach fix, and it's starting to level off. I should go inside. The speed brakes up. Oh, that's because I have one of my pre-select views set. That's 4,000, and my speed brakes are out. There we go. All right, leveling off, and we are going to brief the approach here. So, go down the box. We're going to fly 3040 with a 129. We've got the ILS tuned. We already briefed it. We're coming in. We'll go medium on the brakes. Spoilers will arm. Okay, and we'll get our checklist out for that one. Get back in here. We've got about 12 miles until what I consider to be the IAM. Descent checklist is complete. I've got my handy dandy checklist here. Weather, FMS, approach speed, radios are set. Approach, misapproach, auto brake set. Altimeter is set. We've got our local set. 3026 transition altitude was 6,000 coming in according to the ATIS. Landing lights are on. Runway turn-off lights are on. Nose lights are set to take off. Seatbelt sign. You know, that's why we do a checklist. I don't think I put the seatbelt sign on. Seatbelt sign on. Flight attendants prepare for landing. I would hear about that one, I'll tell you. Seatbelt sign is on. And these ground spoilers are armed. Then we're going to do a flaps 30-40 landing. And ignition to relight. We're going to go continuous relight on the ignition. And go around mode is set. Okay, good. All right, we're good. So we come back in here. And this is cruise mode. We're going to set go around mode, which is toga, for the limitation. Okay, that's set over here. And the landing elevation is set also for Paris. I'm going to start slowing it on down. Bring the range down a little bit. A little bit about the landing. Airbus was very stiff in the landing. I kind of landed with a flat pitch attitude. If you really try to grease it on, that thing will bite you in the butt. It will fall out of the sky. So we tended to land. I've got to get some slats out. You can see we're below 255 and above the green dot. So I'm going to dirty it up a little bit. Get these slats extended over here. You kind of broke the sink at around 20 to 30 feet. And as you get down around 10, honestly, you kind of push the nose over a little bit to try to get a flatter landing. I haven't landed this thing. It's my 3rd flight. The first 2 I didn't even land. I had to go back upstairs. I was busy. But It's and we had brakes. We actually have brake fans here. You can check the brake temps. We'll take a look at that. Let me get this gear ready here. Where is it? Wheel. We'll get that ready. We'll take a look at the brake temps when we get going. But we typically, after we landed, we put the brake fans on and cooled it. Man, I can't believe it. It's been such a long time since I flew this thing. So cool. All right, so the ILS is set. Not getting to the ident just yet. Still in nav. We're at 180. We got flaps out. We can put out flaps 15. Why not? I am not going to get rushed here, that's for sure. Final approach fix is out here. We go here. 15 miles. So we're only 5 minutes from final approach fix. Let's go gear down. Spoilers are armed. We usually go gear down, spoilers armed, brakes are armed. Flight attendants were prepared. Get this going back towards approach speed. Down to the box. It is 130 on the approach speed. That's pretty close right there. I'm going to set the ILS, and I need to go here and go ILS on. Here it comes. I always forget to do this because I'm flying all these modern airplanes that do that for you, right? But it's a darn good thing I did. Otherwise, I would have had to do this video over again. Now we got a Lodestar, low capture. It says the approach speed is 130. I'm going to do 135, add a couple of knots for mama. We'll taxi to the gate, and after landing, it's going to be a right-hand turn off. I think I briefed you on that already. Well, at least I did on the previous one. After landing, we're landing on 9 left. Hold short of the inboard. Probably clear at Zulu 6. Come all the way around. Got to get in this area to land, to park. It says Cat 3. Expecting it to capture here shortly. Right, so star, it's armed. There it goes. And here we go. Set missed approach altitude, which is 4,000. That's set. Right, so capture, low capture, Cap 3. So it's actually set up for an auto land. If we wanted an auto land, we'd actually put on both autopilots like that. You can do that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, this thing auto-landed great, as I recall. All the airplanes really did. They did a great job with it. There's the runway out there. There's the inboard, so we're going to hold short of that one. Clear to land. Lights are on. Cleared with tower. And core landing checklist is complete. Make sure of that. Approach glide, SOP alive, flaps go around, altitude set, all throttles. Yep, core landing checklist is complete. Clear to land. I think we should hand fly it in. What do you think? Or do you want to see an auto land? I'm trying to think what the mass of you would want to do. For an IniBuild, I probably should check it. The auto land capability. but as a pilot, I kind of want to fly it. I think I'm gonna. Here we go. Autopilot's off. We have to go misapproach. It's Toga. Whoop. Oh, what happened there, guys? And then we bring the flaps up one notch, which is flaps 20. Positive rate gear up, set misapproach altitude, which is 4,000. Getting a little low. Bring the nose up about 5 degrees. That should correct nicely. Back on. Really, it should be about 3 degrees on the glide path for this weight, for this configuration. But it looks like it's more like, yeah, it is about 3. Always kind of look through the command bars and know where you're going to put it. A little bit of left cross, so be left aileron, right rudder for landing. Remember, we're going to clear right, and we're going to hold short of the inboard, which is 9 right, before taxiing over to our gate. Getting a little bit bumpy here on the frames per second. A little low, go about 4 degrees nose high. See how that does. Notice I'm talking pitch and power, even though we have command bars, because there's a lead time on those things, right? I know 5 degrees nose high right there. With it with 3 degrees on the normal, it's gonna more than correct it. Here it comes. We'll try 4 degrees nose high. See how that works. 3.5, 4. Big airplanes, MD-11, 777, A330, A340, you break the sink at around 30 or 40 feet. This one probably more like 30 or 20, sits a little lower. 7.4, I think you're breaking the sink up around 70 feet. Try not to embarrass myself here. Okay, this airplane, A300, would bite you in the bum, sort of like the 7.3. And man, you can get some stinker landings in it. It was a hard airplane to get a great landing. It really was a pushover airplane. You flared and you landed kind of with a kind of push forward. The guys who really landed the best kind of broke the sink, pushed over a little bit. No excuses here. A little bit right of center line.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Not very good. I'm right of center line, correcting. Get some reverse in here. That wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. I have no rudder control. Not sure what that's all about, but okay. We're coming out of reverse. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's go ahead and taxi it on in. Very disappointed with that. Don't know why my rudders didn't work. What they did. Let me get my airfield diagram up here. Here we go. The power of Navigraph, right? Don't do any checklists while you're on the runway. I have noticed with taxiing this, I have the hostage stick connected. If you try to do it with the rudder pedals and the hostage stick, you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing. That's not what happened on that landing. I don't actually know what happened on the landing. Let me take a look at the... Whoa. Yeah, I'm having a little frame per second drop off here. We'll take a look in a second. I'm wondering if my rudders aren't working. But excuses, I know, guys. I know. No one wants to hear that shit. Stop! Come up, across. Alright, we can go flaps up, please. After landing checklist, which is speed brakes, retract. Okay, back in here, back in there. I'm gonna find my way over to the American Airlines gates just for kicks. Start the APU. Runway lights are off, beacons are on, navs are on, these are off, wings are off, just taxi nose light is on. Yeah, they have this cool thing over here. It's in Paris. It's this thing. Sometimes you land and you have to go all the way around. It's like a ramp. It's crazy. Like a taxiing on the ramp the whole way. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to turn left on Foxtrot. Left on Foxtrot. Just take a look at that. The power of this, right? Q3. So Q3, Foxtrot is after Q3. Kind of how it goes here, isn't it? I mean, we kind of do it this way. Yeah, I've got to calibrate my throttles. I've got these things halfway up, and they're not even moving. So I guess I better do that before my next flight. So this is where I did my final flight with American Airlines. Wonderful time. I'm going to take Foxtrot, which is my next left. It's Q2, Q3. Q2, Q3. Maybe we better go here, guys. It's mislabeled. It said Q2, Q3, but this kind of looks like Foxtrot to me. I think those taxiways are mislabeled. Because up here, when you land, sometimes you come and you taxi all around this big circular terminal here. And I think this is Foxtrot, even though it said Q3. If that's Foxtrot, yeah, it says we're on November. So Foxtrot's the next one over here. So those taxiways were mislabeled. Oh, for those of you who have been with me since the beginning, I've only been flight simming for about 9 months, but you know that me getting lost on the taxi is nothing new. see a Concorde out here. I'm trying to see where it is. They changed ground freight right near it, but I don't think they're going to have that depicted. Yeah, see, this is inaccurate. We're not worried. Oh, there it is. Look at the Concorde sitting over there. Anyway, Tango Alpha 1 is our turn in, which is way down here. We'll park somewhere in there, anywhere we can find a spot. I wonder if GSX can help us. Or do it? Don't know which ones they are. So I'm not going to even mess with that one. Let's go Bass, right? Little vehicle out here in front of us. I'm going to park over here. See this little space dome over here? I'll show it to you in a minute. Watch out, truck. We're going to run you right over, brother. And I'll show it to you when we get over there. Try to get over around this guy. And put him under the wing. Excuse me. Yeah, this little space dome over here, you can barely see it's behind my face. I think they're tearing it down. They're doing some work around here. When I did my final flight, you couldn't park there. Just kind of hoping I could park at the space dome for my last one. We'll turn in here. Cool. APU started, I think. APU's running, yep. Yeah, it's a little dome over there. We used to park over there all the time. There's a lot of work being done. I'll just park over here near these fighters, which are never there. Looks like a, what is that, a Eurofighter? We'll just park in here, a little closer to customs. Nose is right there. All right. Brakes are parked. Seatbelt sign is off. APU is running. Chop them. And my flow on the overhead is going to be, oh, I can turn off the probes, the window heat, the fuel. I'm going to leave the APU running, so that's intertank pump number 2 right there, although it'll actually run without it. Hydraulic, electric pumps, everything is off there. And checklist. After landing, transponder strobe lights, ignition is off. We did all that. APU anti-ice pitch trim. Pitch trim, they want us to leave at 1 degree nose up. Close enough. 1 degree nose up. Auto brakes confirm off. They're off. Hitch trim nose lights are off. I should kill the rest of the lights, right? Which is the beacon and the nav. We can leave the nav on actually, but either way, that works. Nose light is off. Shutdown. Engine shut-off levers are off. Beacon lights are off. Seatbelt sign is off. Probe heat is off. Ground equipment shocked in position. Fuel pumps off. Flight directors off. So flight directors are off. And we can turn the IRUs off. One. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. And why don't we go to the electronic flight bag? Go to GSX. We'll request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
This one looks good. I'm going to go to the electronic, the EFB. Let's get some doors open for these guys. Ground equipment. Doors in transit, so they're happy with that. I'm going to get ground power unit on so we can maybe kill the APU. Establish external. Auto throttles are off too. We can shut down the APU, and the APU bleed is off. External power is established. You see how we're doing the checklist. Shut down fuel pumps, and that's it. We'll leave it with external going. All right, guys. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. That's part 5 of the 5-part series on story time with Father Time. Only my 3rd or 4th flight back on this thing. I'm sorry about any imperfections. I hope some of it helped. I hope you're mostly entertained, since that's what I'm here for. I've got to go back do some TFDI work on the MD-11 PMDG. Hopefully they'll call me to start that project with the 777. I've been invited to. That should be going soon. Hopefully we'll have those 2 aircraft on the market. This one's great. My overall review of this one. It's half the price of the PMDG or TFDI. It's a great airplane. It's medium range though. I've been flying the TFDI from New York to Buenos Aires on fuel run tests. This one you can't go that far. So if you're interested in going long range, those are the great ones. They're gonna have all the same magic this one will have. If you're interested in short range, this is less expensive. Probably just as good. Oh my God! Look at that. That's awesome. Awesome. Look at that. That guy's got balls of steel. Anyway, tug driver on the roof. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Father Time is out.